to us about, today, how it feels to officially sign with Power FC?
በጣም አመሰግናለሁ። በጣም ደስ ብሎኛል። ህልሜ የተሳካበት ቀን ነው። ያው ብዙ እዚህ ቦታ ላይ ለመቀመጥ በጣም ብዙ ያው በእግር ኳስ ህይወቴ ውስጥ ብዙ ታግያለሁኝ። ዛሬ ደግሞ ህልሜ እውን ስለሆነ በጣም ደስ ብሎኛል። በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ጆርዳንና ፍሬድን ይሄንን እድል ስለሰጡኝ። ከዲሲ ፓወር ኤፍሲ ጋር በዘንድሮ አመት ትልቅ ስራ ሰርተን በሊጉ የተሻለ ውጤት ለማምጣትና ሻምፒዮን ለመሆን ነው አንድ ላይ ማስበው። ባለኝ አቅም ሁሉ የተሻለ ነገር ለቲሙ ሰርቼ የኢትዮጵያን ህዝብም የዲሲ ፓወርንም ማኩራት ነው የምፈልገው።
And Loza, there's a large Ethiopian population here in DC. How exciting is it for you to be able to play in front of them?
ያው በጣም ብዙ የኢትዮጵያ ኮሚኒቲ አለ ዲኤምቪ ላይ። ይሄ ነገር ያው ዲሲ ፓወር ውስጥ በጣም ትልቅ ነገር እንደሚሰራ አምናለሁኝ። በተለይ ኢትዮጵያ ኮሚኒቲ እግር ኳስን በጣም የሚወድ ህዝብ ነው። በጣም ለእግር ኳስ ፓሽኔትድ የሆነ ህዝብ ነው እና ዲሲ ፓወር በዚህ ዲኤምቪ በመቋቋሙ ደግሞ ብዙ ደጋፊዎች የዲሲ ፓወር ቤተሰብ እንደሚሆኑ አምናለሁኝ። ይሄ ዜና ዛሬ ኦፊሻሊ ከሆነ በኋላ በጣም ብዙ ደጋፊዎችን እንደምናገኝ ብዙ ፋን እንደሚኖረን እና ደግሞ የዲሲ ፓወር ቤተሰብ እንደሚሆኑ እርግጠኛ ነኝ። ሴፕቴምበር 13ም ደግሞ የመጀመሪያ ጨዋታ አለን በሜዳችን አውዲ ፊልድ። ሁሉም ኢትዮጵያዊ ኮሚኒቲ መጥቶ ዲሲ ፓወር እንዲደግፍ ከኔም ጎን እንዲሆን በዚሁ አጋጣሚ ጥሬን አስተላልፋለሁ።
And also, I forgot to mention, we have Jan Adams, who's co-owner on the right of Loza, and we also have Jordan Stewart, who's the club president and co-owner. Jordan, just a question for you. Can you speak a little bit about Loza as a player and why she was an exciting recruit for you and Power FC in their first year?
So we've been kind of tracking Loza since she was a star player in the W League this summer. She had really put a lot of effort into making sure that she was able to finish around the goal. I had spoken to her coach. Her coach had really exciting things to say about her. But Loza really earned her opportunity with DC Power. She came in, she trained really hard. She showed a work ethic that is expected as a professional player for this league, the USL Super League. That's the expectation that we seek. And the expectation is that every player is going to perform during training at their top level. That's going to translate over into helping the team win games. So as far as what we see for Loza, we see Loza as an exciting striker. We're going to feature her on the offensive side of the field. She has already made a lot of connection points with her current teammates. So we have over 20 signed players, professional players on the team that have all supported Loza immediately. And we see that culture as we build the culture on the field. We also have to build that culture off the field, and Loza is a tremendous locker room presence. We see her as a leader, as captain of the Ethiopian team, and she's going to bring a dynamic and creative football style, we think, to this league and win over a lot of fans during this season.
And then a question for Jan before I open it up to everyone. How important is it for Power in their first season to sign such a star in Ethiopia, where there's such a large Ethiopian fan base here? How important is that to get someone that the people in DC can relate to and watch week in, week out?
Well, first I'd like to say to Loza, Ishi. And also Amase Ganalo for coming to DC Power. We're very excited to have you. As a person who spent a lot of years overseas and watched how soccer is so important to many overseas, even long before it became so important to Americans, to have an individual who is the captain of her team, to want to come and play with DC Power is extremely exciting. So I'm just, I think she's going to bring so much opportunity, so many different people from different walks of life who will want to come out and watch DC Power, even more so with you being a part of the team. So thank you so much for
Thank you.
Is there any questions from this group here?
Is there an opportunity, I'm sure, to advertise the September 13th game on Sunday?
We're working with the marketing team and the communications team between the two clubs of DC Power FC and DC United. So Loza has to play in a game on Saturday in Dallas, Texas. She'll be making her premiere on the roster, which I can announce for the first time on this press conference. I have someone that's okay to announce. So Loza, you'll be able to watch her on Peacock on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then the flight home on Sunday, we're going to have her be part of the festivities for the Ethiopian match on Sunday at 4. So we do anticipate some crossover promotion with our team. And the siren right there. So we do, it's really exciting. I agree with that. But yeah, we have a really tight-knit marketing team that's working hard to kind of promote both. But we're going to focus on the Sunday match first, and then I think it's going to lead for some runway to have our home opener next Friday, the 13th, at Audi Field, where Loza should also be featured as a player on the roster. And I also want to thank Joe Mamo as well from our squad here, being just a pillar of the community. I can't stress enough how important that is, and making the Ethiopian community, I think, feeling welcome to be part of what we're building, and us extending the same right back is very powerful. So thank you.
And one more question for Jordan and Jan. Speaking of the September 13th home opener, why should fans come? What should fans be excited about? And why is it important to pack out Audi Field for that first Power FC game here?
Well, I think that they should be excited because they're DC Power. They bring a lot to the table. The diverseness of the team, it's just, I'm excited to be around them, and I exude that to everybody that I meet. I talk to them about, how wonderful these young ladies are. One thing, when I talk to some of them, they've played so many years overseas, especially the ones that are home-based and Americans, and they're excited to play in front of the home crowd. So I think people should just come out and support them because of all the work and effort that they put into being where they are today and what they bring to the table.
I agree with Jan. We have a lot of international flavor to this team. We have an international coach from France, former DC United player, I think one-time captain as well, Fred Briant. So the playing style that we bring, I think, is exciting. It's going to be very possession-based. We're looking to string passes together with the players. It's a highly talented team full of these types of skill players. And then we're hoping that Loza can connect on the end and show her creativity to put some goals in and see really the celebration at Audi Field that type of environment brings and honestly brings people together. So.
Question here?
I just want to say congratulations, Loza. Would you tell me about your journey or anything more about your experience in the United States?
አመሰግናለሁ መዝሙር። ያው እዚህ ስመጣ በመጀመሪያ የመጣሁት ለትራይአውት ነበረ። ትራይአውቱንም ያው መዝሙረ ዳዊት ነው ከመዝሙረ ዳዊት ጋር ያወራኝ ነው እድሉን ያገኘሁት። የመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ቨርጂኒያ ማራውደርስ ቲም እንድቀላቀል ያደረገኝ መዝሙር ነው። ከዛ በኋላ እዛ ቲም ላይ በዚህ 2024 ሰመር ላይ ጥሩ ጊዜ ነው ያሳለፍኩት ከማራውደርስ ቲም ጋር በ11 ጨዋታ 10 ጎል አግብቼ 7 አሲስት ማድረግ ችያለሁኝ በዛ ውድድር ላይም ነው የዲሲ ፓወር እድል ያገኘሁት ከዛ በኋላ ትራይአውት ተሰጠኝ በዛ ትራይአውት አማካይነት ራሴን ማሳየት ችዬ ጆርዳንም እንደገና ደግሞ ፍሬድም እድል ሰጥተውኝ እዚህ ቲም መቀላቀልና ህልሜ እውን እንዲሆን አግዘውኛልና በዚህ አጋጣሚ መዝሙረ ዳዊትንም በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ከኔ ጋር ደግሞ አብሮ ሲሰራ የነበረው ፐርሰናል ትሬነሬን ሬን አመሰግናለሁ ረዲየት ማለት ነው ከዛ ውጪ ኮች ጄንን በጣም አመሰግናታለሁ ኮች ጄን ማለት የቨርጂኒያ ማራውደርስ አሰልጣኝ ነች እሷና ሪኮመንድ ያደረገችው ይሄም ነገር እንዲሳካ ረታኛለች በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ከዛ ውጪ ደግሞ ጆማሙን በጣም አመሰግናለሁ እሱም ከጎኔ ነበረ ሜዳ ድረስ ትሬኒንግ በመምጣት አበረታቶኛል ከጎኔም ነበረ እስከዚህ እስከ መጨረሻው ሰዓት ድረስ በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ከሁሉ በላይ ደግሞ ማርክን ወይም ማርቆስን ማናጀሬን በጣም አመሰግናለሁ እንግዲህ አሁን ሁሉም ነገር ወደ ትክክለኛው መንገድ መጥቷል ከዛ ይሄ ከመሆኑ በፊት የኢትዮጵያ አሰልጣኞቼ የኢትዮጵያ ንግድ ባንክ ክለብ ፕሬዝዳንት አቶ አስናቀ እንደገና ደግሞ ኮች ብራኑ በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ከዛ ውጪ ደግሞ ኮች ፍሬውን የናሽናል ቲም ኮች በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ከሁሉ በላይ ደግሞ ባህሩን በጣም ላመሰግነው ፈልጋለሁ የኢትዮጵያ እግር ኳስ ፌዴሬሽን ዋና ጸሐፊ ነው እሱ በብዙ ነው የረዳኝ በጣም አመሰግናለሁ ከጀርባዬ የነበራችሁ ቤተሰቦቼ ባለቤቴ ዮሐንስ ፍቃዱ ሁላችሁንም በጣም በጣም አመሰግናለሁ እንግዲህ ሴፕቴምበር 13 ትልቅ ውድድር እንደሚሆን ወይም ቀን እንደሚሆን አስባለሁ ሁላችሁም እንዳትቀሩ የኢትዮጵያ ኮሚኒቲ በዚሁ ማስተላለፍ ፈልጋለሁ አመሰግናለሁ